Good day, everybody. We are just getting underway here with our next webinar. With the webinar recording happening. Let's set up our video. Hold on. Video is now underway. Now we connect and start the webinar. It gives me a minute. Okay, so we're live streaming. Just check in. Off we go. Here we go. Hello, everybody. Brian here. Just wanted to go over our first webinar covering first strategy I've done for TradingView. This will be made available for those on something I'm doing. And I just wanted to go through how this would work. This is a first hack on a strategy from within TradingView using PineScript. I'm going to show you the back tester and all that, as I've shown before last week. This is a little more predictable to give you just a demo of what's available on this. So let's get started. So right now you are looking at the indicator, the strategy here for the Ichimoku on the price here of one of the best performing forex pairs out there, the USD Japanese yen. This has been measured since June 1st up until today, September 11th. And what we've got here are markers along with our position potential live trading, the markers for buy entry or a sell short. So that's how this works. If I pull up another chart here just to show you a better view of the USG Japanese yen, you'll be able to see how well this has been performing for the last little couple of months, actually. So, yeah, so let me just show you year to date. It's been pretty consistent with some pullbacks here when the Bank of Japan steps in, does yield control. But just read today that they want to maintain a weak yen, so that's to our benefit for long-term strategy. So this strategy is a good one for this sort of thing. So the Ichimoku basically is a self-contained strategy with, as I said, the entry and exit markers. And I'm going to go through the potential of the strategy tester. There's a new feature I've talked about, the deep back testing. Here we're measuring between June 1st to today. You see we've got 12 trades, 37% profitable win ratio. But this is what you're really after, is the profit factor. So this is what the profit factor really is the amount of money strategy made you for every unit of money it lost. Gross profit divided by gross loss. So this is your number one factor when it comes to these strategies on TradingView. So 1.9 is pretty good. Anything over 1 is not bad. And then in here, you have the performance summary of your net profit. Now, remember, this is Forex, so you're not going to make billions out of this. For really, when things get really bad, I've talked about it on other platforms where the Forex is proving to be the safe haven. If things go really bad in terms of markets or anything, the yen will probably be your safe haven along with the USD itself, the DXY, which I could also show you that performance as well with this strategy. So that's not a lot, but when it comes to negative performing like last year, this would be okay. And it's consistent too throughout the whole year. So you just sit back and watch and just let this trade against your account. And then you can kind of not guarantee to gain a profit, but you'd gain a decent little sum and just let this run 24/7 on TradingView's servers through your desktop app on TradingView. which is pretty good. So 1.9 is not bad as a profit factor. As I said here, we have all our metrics here for the performance over that time period. Not the best, but we are in a challenged market. Give you an example here. So if I pull up Market Watch and I just do um, the standard S&P 500, this is the kind of performance we've been getting for the last month. Okay, so the Magnificent Seven they've definitely cooled off quite a bit. You can see here our 1 month performance is slightly negative, 5 days 0.63%, the 3 month right there is cooling off. Okay, so it's getting harder to make profit in the markets. So that's what we're up against. So when you start to see these kind of metrics, as I said, you're doing all right when it comes to the lack of performance in the markets over the last few months. And I said this is since June up until today, and the drawdown's not too bad, and so on and so forth. So our drawdown, you don't want more than negative 15%. But this, because of the pairs that I'm talking about, the instruments, they're very low volatile. So that's a cool thing. So if you like these sort of profit factor, other metrics you like, all you got to do is hook in your broker that's supported by TradingView, and just turn on the trade button, and off it goes and does the auto trading. So that's the power of what I'm showing you. This strategy, the Ichimoku, is kind of not the strongest from what can be designed. There are really strong ones. You can also add in leverage. There's no leverage added to this at all. So that is a performance of the profit factor of 1.9 for Ichimoku. Okay, so that's not too bad. If you got any comments or questions, just let me know. Now, the next one I'm going to show you is a crypto. Now, I'll show you Bitcoin. Bitcoin's not that strong, obviously. It's still going through its major sell-off, I guess you could call it, the last couple of weeks. But when you look at so here's the other thing you can control is your time frame that you want to run this strategy on. So you have a 4 hour versus the 1 hour. So let me go back just to show you this. So going back to the end, just as a comparison. So we knew we had a 1.9 profit factor, but if I put in, let's say, a 1 hour, what you want to watch here is the number of trades, because this is what matters is the commission, no pre-drag. So what matters is the trades to reduce your commission. So if I'm at 4 hours, 16 trades, and I switch it up to 1 hour, okay, you'll see here the profit factor drops, okay, and then also the number of trades goes up, which means higher commission. So it's not a good time frame for this strategy, as opposed to if I said just keep it 4 hour for optimal performance and minimize your trading, but yet still get a pretty good performance. So time frame does matter. If I do the 1 day, you can see here there's really no trading at all. So it has to be within intraday. And it could be different for any of the other asset classes I'm going to show you. So here's Bitcoin. Um, and same time period. Let me generate a report here. So you can see here the profit factor is not very good at 0.38, 0.38. Whereas if I go to 4 hour, yet again, uh, it gets a little better. 36 trades, 0.87, not bad. But then if I go 1 hour, what are we talking about here? So now we're getting to a better time frame. Sorry, time profit factor, but I have to commit uh, run 111 trades over that 3 month period since June 1st. So again, if I go in the performance summary, you can see my profit factor goes up immensely compared to as if it's USD, Japanese yen. So that matters. Okay. And then you got your gross profit and net profit as well. So you're just eking out a profit um, with this, and that's obviously back tested as well. Okay, so I'm going to show you one of the better coins out there that's been performing in crypto is Ton, which is the Telegram crypto coin or token. And when I run the 1 hour, you'll see the big, massive difference. And the thing is, you got to know about this, right? That's key. So here now we're really, really, really improving our performance. 57% win ratio at a profit factor 2.27. That's almost double at some point than Bitcoin, right? And you're only dealing with 33 trades. That's pretty good. So if you ran that against, let's say, Binance, you could probably do fairly well. Again, we have to factor in volatility. We have to factor in maybe the overall the crypto markets are going bad, which obviously they are, but this coin's been doing pretty good. But this coin itself may just tank at some point. So this is not a guaranteed way to make money from here on out. You always have to watch the performance on how this coin does. If it drops back, um, although it's doing really well when Bitcoin's not, and all the rest of the other altcoins are doing really horrible. But this coin's been doing pretty good. So this is a good time frame. So if you remember, 33 trades, 2.27 factor. But watch what happens when I go now to a 4 hour. See what we get here. So we got 9 trades. Now we got a profit factor of 5.3. So when you play around with these scenarios, you could do 9 trades and get this huge profit factor of 5.4. So you reduce your commission. I mean, Binance is already low, but that right there, from 1 hour to 4 hour, you've now more than doubled your profit potential, right? So again, this is the sort of thing you want to play with when it comes to strategy tester, and always have this deep back testing new function on as well. Because without it, I don't think it's as effective. I find um, so right there is probably the best trade combo and best instrument to trade on all night that I've seen. I've been playing with this for a couple of hours, just different uh, assets. If anybody's got any requests, let me know. I'll gladly put them in, and we'll try to see what the profit factor is. Um, okay, so that's the crypto. So I've got a list here. I'm just going to show you some other big ones. Um, okay, let me show you an ETF. This one's done pretty good. This is a really good, strong performing ETF lately. This one's called Crack with a K. Oh, I'm sorry. It is Crack. Yeah, with a K. So this is VanEck Oil Refiner ETF. Okay, so you can see it's had a nice steady run up since here May. So that's pretty good for an ETF, right? Um, so again, if I go into the strategy tester, generate the report, same time period of June 1st, let's see what it comes up with. Now remember, this is a ETF. Look at that profit factor, 12.6. That's huge. 50% win ratio, only 2 trades. So if my performance is not that much, but again, if that's what you want on the profit factor, uh, that's pretty strong, right? So just something again to know about from an ETF perspective. And again, you can, as I said earlier, you can automatically trade this within TradingView, run it, and you don't have to do anything. Just watch it. That's it. Turn on and off whatever you like and not like. I won't say it's that easy, but that's the beauty of TradingView. It just makes life a lot easier when you get a winning combination of time factor, a winning combination of the actual instrument, and you got a winning strategy as well. And this is, as I said, this is the Ichimoku strategy. So that's a fairly good profit factor of 12. You see right here. But the return, not compared to that Ton crypto. All right, so let's take a look at another one. Time frame here, one hour. So these ETFs can be traded like a stock. Same fee structure if you're going with interactive brokers. Plus, you have to pay the management fee on top of it. But 9 trades, 11% profitable, profit factor 0.6 versus what I showed you before. So on the 4 hour, okay, let me just show you that. 12 profit factor just between 4 hour and 1 hour. It's pretty stellar when you look at it. But again, there's nothing generated on the daily. So again, it's just experimentation. So that's a good ETF to know about. As I said, if you got any instrument stocks that you want me to try out on, let me know. Okay, let's get into more equity. I'm going to do the SPX, which is a CFD, but it should mimic a SPY. But let's just say I'm going to do this SPX right here, found on CBOE. Okay, so I'm going to generate the report. So 100%, that's a daily view right there. You got to have an intraday to get orders, to see the trades. So if I do a 4 day, let me just try that. Profit factor 0.88, not strong enough. 50% win ratio, 6 trades. Let me do a 1 hour. You can see how easy it is just to find your winning combos compared to trying to code it up in something like Python with raw code or do it with another platform. This is much easier. As you can see here, the profit factor on this one, the SPX, 2.84, 52% win ratio, 17 trades, and how much money. So it did pretty good, 325, but the crypto, the TON crypto coin's still number one. That's pretty strong out of the equity front you get. And again, that's an SPX. So another one we'll look at. Um, Now I've looked at various stocks. So this is where it gets interesting. Let me show you the list I just generated from today. So here's the list. Here's the ETFs. Okay, so you can see Crack is in there. There's a bunch of Indian ones now. So I could pull up one of the Indian-based ETFs. Let me just get that. So I'll pull up one called, let's see, INDL. Let's see, let me pull INDL up. Oh, so this is an Indian focused. So we're looking at direction, daily MSCI Indian Bull 2 time leverage because India right now is going through a major boom on its markets. So you can see here, not a lot of liquidity. It is moving up, but what you'll find here, let me pull up this just so you could see how like it's done really well in the last month or so. You can see here it's at $38 to $51 over a very short period of time. And you can see it's starting to really accelerate now. Now, with these type of acceleration, what typically will happen, it will drop back pretty quick. A good example might be the USD Mexican peso, which had a really good run up. And they can see it had just this major drop. So I don't want to see this sort of thing happening in this particular ETF, but it could happen. So as long as you know that when you get these sudden, really fast rising spikes, it can drop back. So just be aware of that. But overall, it's got a really nice run up. And even on the drawdowns, it's still fairly somewhat controlled. So if I go back over to the strategy tester just to see how it's doing, there's enough momentum in there. Um, Not really. 0.56 is not very strong. 28% win ratio is not very strong. That's on an hourly basis. But let's see. I mean, like I've shown you before, 4 hour to 1 hour can make a huge difference. So again, profit factor is not very strong. If I do it daily, just in case, not very strong. So it's not the best one to really profit from based upon what I'm seeing, even though it looks really good. But again, if you run it against another strategy, you may get different results. So there's that. Another big one, big Indian-based ETF is INDA, iShares MSCI India. Let's see how that's doing. So again, similar story. Let's do the 4 hour. Yeah, not very strong. I don't make the rules. You know what I mean? I'm just showing you what I'm seeing. If you got any questions, let me know. I don't know about you, Mr. Pepser. Uh, okay, so let me continue on with this. So as I said, we got a bunch of stocks here, and they're very weak. Like the profit factor generated on all of these right here are very weak, with the exception of one, which is, I believe, this one, WFRD. So if I show you that, WFRD, Weatherford International, you can see it's a nice steady run up again. Generate the report. 40. So for an equity or stock, 1.7 is not too bad. And that again's on a 4 hour, 5 trades. See what happens if I move it to 1 hour. So again, your profit factor drops, more trades. So you're better off to do a 4 hour. If there's no other requests for other stocks, which I don't think there will be, look at the number of people active right now. Yeah, I'll just shut her down now. So anybody got any questions at all? Because I've just shown you different asset classes. I've shown you crypto. I've shown you forex. I've shown you stock and equity. Um, so not sure where else I can demo unless somebody's got a hot stock. But other than that, can't mention how to get on this. Just follow me either on Twitter or any of the other social media on my profile. Anyways, I'll do it going once, twice, 3 times, give it a wrap for tonight. Okay, so I'll do it going once, going twice, going 3 times. I guess we're done. Thanks for watching. Thanks for coming out, Pro Drag. Appreciate it. And thanks for watching. Have a good night.